Hey guys, welcome to a special edition of Trends. My name is Lewa O, and in case you're wondering why PJ, Nakali, and Gracious aren't in the studio, I'm going to tell you why later. In the studio with me today, I have some amazing people who are a part of our community, and this is your cue to join in our community group. All right, so the link will be in the comment section. Do well to click on it and be a part of our community so that you can get featured on Trends. All right, so we're going to be doing introduction, get to meet with them, and I'm going to be starting with the lady at my far left.
All right, thank you for having me. I am Faith Samuel. I am a legal practitioner and the founder of Selected and Pointed Network, NGO that focus more on giving aid to the disabled and the orphanage, as God will help us. Thank you.
Amazing, amazing. Okay, the gentleman on my right.
All right, thank you for having me. My name is Okeke Joshua Onyekachi Yanoluwa. I am a sports writer for Making of Champions, the foremost athletic body in Nigeria into talent management, and I'm also a mining geophysicist. Thank you.
Super nice. Okay, and to my left, let's have you.
Yeah, thank you for having me. My name is David Adams Oluwatimileyin, and I'm into real estate. I'm the founder of a real estate tech company that leverage on technology to make sourcing for housing and property easy and comfortable. And I'm also a medical laboratory scientist.
Amazing, amazing. Welcome on the show. And if there is one thing I didn't mention, it is that we have our community members live in the studio with us this afternoon. All right, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Okay, so getting into the show proper, we have a few questions that will need your, what's the word now? We need your thoughts or what you think, about them. The first question is, I'm so tired of being ghosted, and I've been in many talking stages that didn't work. It seems like I'm the problem. What do you think I should do, especially with the pressure everywhere and people getting married? Do we get the question? It seems long, but do we get it?
Yes.
Okay, so let's have the man close to me. Let's have Timmy.
Okay. So looking at the question, right, she had been into different talking stage.
Yeah.
And let's not forget that she was actually being ghosted all the time. So there's a pattern there, right? So it's not to say, this to say that she's actually not the one that is saying, oh, probably I don't like these people or I'm finding a flaw. It's like they are ghosting her.
Yeah.
So there's a thing around it. And the fact that she's also under pressure. So I would say that there's actually a problem right there as she has, pointed it out. And it's to say that I feel she really needs to heal first. Okay, healing in her mind. So something is definitely wrong, right? Something is definitely wrong, and it could be character-wise. We really can't say because we don't even know why they are ghosting her, and she probably doesn't even know why they are ghosting her. So there's something wrong there, and she really needs to just calm down first. Doing trial and error, going into this, going into that, trying to say, oh, okay, probably was wrong. And it's only just validate the fact that she's actually under pressure. Because if she's not under pressure, she would probably want to even sit back and think about it. Because even asking the question, it might be to just say, okay, give me a solution so I can get into another relationship, get married, and So there's a place of pressure, and there's also the place of her getting things right with herself. So she really needs to sit back, discover herself, correct probably her character. It could even be the way she communicates with people. Yeah, she really needs to learn that. You really can't tell. She might be very bad at it, and people will just be like, hey, what's this? And they will just run. So it's to say that she's beautiful. There's something attracting the men to her, and there's something chasing them away when they actually like. Yeah, so she really needs to sit back and look into it. Rest, take a place of rest.
Do you agree to that? And I think a few of our community members agree to what you just said. Do you agree to that?
Well, Since he has a good number of fans, I don't agree.
Wow. Okay.
Okay,
I get it.
let me start by saying this. First of all, you are a good person. From what I see you trying to do something because you want to show you're a good person, and that's why you have been making those jump. Initially, you're a good person. So another thing, you might not get it yet. Just follow me. Two, you have to understand that you are not truly the problem, but you're attacking it the wrong way. You're a good person. You want to show the other person that I'm actually a good person. I'm actually good for you in your relationship. And that's what you're trying to prove. But you're doing it the wrong way because things are happening, patterns are showing, and you're not taking action about it. Yeah. So I feel like it could also be that God is saving you from a wrong person. It may not be your time yet. There's something you need to do. And your mother's prayer is working. You get me? It's working on you. And you don't really care. So what I would say for you is this. Just simple. The fact that you know that there is a problem shows that you are smart and you are ready to change. Or you are ready to take an action. Now, what is now the problem? The problem is they get to ghost you. On what basis are they ghosting you about? Is it the flow of the discussion? Is it the standard of what you set for the relationship that is causing them to ghost you? Or is it a battle of your self-confidence or your self-esteem that is pushing on them that ability to want to prove as a lady to the guy that is feeling pressured or in a closed environment and is causing that? So I feel like you are doing the right thing, but you are doing it the wrong way. And most times you may just need to just take a break. It's not as serious as that. You will get into one very soon. Thank you.
Okay.
I think we agree on that point of taking rest, just rest, take a break.
So.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, let's have you.
All right. If I'm going to say something, I'll start by saying, for everything that happens to you, not for you, to you, before looking externally, you should look inward first. So this is me saying she should first look from her own part. Certainly, I'm not minusing words. Certainly, the fault is from her. For some reasons, which I'm just going to touch light. Number one, values. What are her values? When you have the wrong values, you don't even know your values, you'll just take anything. That's number one. Number two, compromising. She does not have, she compromises a lot. She doesn't have respect, low self-esteem, if I will use that word. Low self-esteem in the sense that she accepts just whatever. She accepts just whoever. She doesn't take her time to really see these persons because they all have pattern. I mean, this is pattern. So, and pattern will keep showing from 1 to Z, So she doesn't have respect for herself. I think she should pay attention to that. And for past relationship also does this. I've mentioned low self-esteem. Low self-esteem when you don't see yourself worthy of having just enough. And so you just keep having the same bunch of persons coming your way. And because it looks like what you've known in the past, you are quick to dive in. It's your subconscious mind accepting it already. So if you don't take care of that, you just keep making same mistakes all over and again. And so lastly, I think I've missed my last point. So for this, I'll just say she should first look herself inward first. She should correct the way she carry herself. She should mind how much does she value herself. Low self-esteem does that a whole lot. It is who you are. It is who you are that you attract. This is vibe connectivity. It is who you are that you attract to yourself. So if you want the better person, the better kind of man, you should step up your standard. Yeah, you should. Yeah, you should step up your standard and see yourself worthy and valuable enough to attract what you want and not the same person.
When we were having putting our thoughts together earlier, Joshua mentioned something, and he said that he would commend her because the first thing is getting to know that there is a problem. Which she actually highlighted here, having to be jumping from one relationship to another, and now she's even pressured. So I think, do you want to say something about that, Timmy?
Yes, really. I feel like for her to really, really see it the right way, she needs to first, get over the pressure, right? Because when the pressure is still there, she would act on that pressure, act on impulse, do all of these things to say, oh, where's the pressure coming from? Is it from society? Is it peer pressure? Is it pressure from family pressure? Say get married and bring a partner home, get married and all of those. So once she can remove herself from that pressure and she can get a place of rest, then she would be able to look into what the problem is. Yeah, we've highlighted a whole lot, even though nothing was really specified per se, right? But it's good we mentioned a whole lot that could be the problem. But she really needs to.
Yes. Can I briefly talk about that value? I was talking about value earlier on. I was lacking words to say. But then for value, if you don't have value, you will accept just anything. You will accept and you flow with just anything. And that will, what does the Bible say about this? You will accept just anything. For giving an example, this is talking stage, he's not the main deal yet. She is not the main deal. This is talking stage, and then you're talking late into the night. You don't have value. I'll say.
Okay. It's getting hotter.
I think this is getting so serious, but I'll get you to talk.
Okay.
But one thing I want us to clear here is this. I know we are talking about her value system and what she believes in. But one thing we should appreciate this lady is that she has not compromised any of her standards. Clearly from what she said.
Exactly.
She hasn't compromised any of her standards.
I was even about saying it that it's not like she's the one that is deciding here.
Yeah.
The guys are ghosting her. So, no, she said she's been ghosted. So
She's tired of being ghosted.
they're just ghosting her. So there's a problem somewhere.
They are
really,
putting her on friend zone. You understand that kind of thing? The things ladies do to guys.
You men, why are you always putting men in friend zone?
No, but now-
Why are you always ghosting women? If you're not interested, just say that from the very beginning.
Sometimes it's hard.
I think I agree. Sometimes it's not easy to confess.
Yeah, it's not.
or you're thinking of the timing. You might, she might want faster
The way
time.
you are talking, Joshua, it's looking like you're talking from experience. What's going on?
From
I
experience,
agree with that.
let's leave that one behind the stage. We'll talk about from the experience, but just like that.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. It's good to hear our perspective. Okay, so we're going to be moving on to the second question now, which is, about goals. For every year, for every January 1st, you see people with their list of goals and a lot of things that they want to crush for the year. So this person is asking this question. I started the year with the motivation to crush my goals, but at this point, I'm tired because it feels like my goals want to crush me instead. What do I do? Who's going to answer first? Who wants to volunteer?
Ladies first.
So she don't have kids, right?
Okay.
Okay, I'll take it since you said ladies first. Okay, for me, if I'll start from that, my New Year start from May 25th.
25th of
Yeah,
May?
May. That's my birthday.
Wow.
So that's when my New Year starts. I don't wait till January and to start making all the resolutions and goals and plans and all of that. So May 25th that I start my New Year now. My plans are all made. My goals are well written down, mind you, written down, because whatsoever you don't write down is just into the thin air. It is nothing.
Abstract.
It is nothing. Yes, it is abstract. So if you're not meeting up, you have not done the first thing, which is writing it out. Habakkuk 2:2. Write it out. So have you written it out? That's one question. And then what is your driving force? Don't write what you are not using the SMART now, the SMART acronym. What is not measurable?
Yeah.
What is not time specific, if I must say, what you know that this thing, you're claiming it by faith. My name is Faith. By faith, last, anyhow, by this time I should get all of this, I should do this, do that. So you have to be specific and then be reasonable, true to yourself, and be specific that this goal you are hitting it. So I said mine start from May 25th. So I don't know how
let
to.
me just ask you a question. Talking about being specific, so where do you put the balance of dreaming big? You know, sometimes you might not even have the money in your wallet, but then, so where do you put the balance? How do you do that?
Of course, we should dream. Ben Carson said we should dream big,
Okay.
but putting it towards actionable plans. What are the actionable plans you're making? Yes, how to get towards what you have said. So it's one thing to dream big. It's another thing to have actionable plans. Actionable plans, with which you can drive in that your big dream. If you know you can't drive it, just still write it and keep it somewhere while you pray and trust God for it. But then what is the realistic thing you know you can pursue and get? You should be true to yourself. I mean, will you lie to yourself again? No, you should be true to yourself and then give reasonable time, reasonable plans, reasonable specific goals to be
Timmy was
accomplished.
trying to chip in something.
No, yeah, she mentioned that, yeah, you can't lie to yourself. And I was like, I mean, people lie to themselves, Sha. So let's leave that.
Don't act like I'm hearing that for the first time.
Okay, so talking about, so looking at the question, she had her goals, right? Or the person had a goal or goals, and it's looking like the goals are now beginning to crush her or crush the person, yeah? So I'll just continue from pick up some of the things she said. Yeah, you know, the first thing is it's good to actually dream big, but most times you really have to start small. Okay, so let me put it to perspective, right?
I do not agree.
Yeah.
I do not agree. That
Yes. No. Yeah. You can start big. You can dream big, start big. Yeah. I mean, very very well. Okay, bringing it to the confine of your goals now. When you have your goals, you have to have plans, right? Actionable plans, like you said. So you have your goal that you want to achieve in a year. Now you have to take steps, right? You would have plans that you do weekly, daily, weekly, monthly. So it's the cumulative effect that would give you your end result. So it's not like you just have the goal and even let's say you have a timeline to it in next 6 months. And you're just waiting that you just do anything haphazardly and just expect everything to add up. At the end of the 6 months, you have your result. It won't work that way. You have to make plans. And like she said, first, it has to be specific. Your goal has to be specific. It has to be measurable. Can you measure it, right? Okay, so these are the yardstick. These are the deliverables. These are what I would have done. So at the end of the first week, I should have achieved this. The second week, I should have achieved this. So you can follow through, right? So when you look at it, then are you taking actions too? Many times people have their goals written down and they just probably go back, they are resting, trusting God. You might say there are many factors that would not want to align as it were. Probably, okay, monetary factor and this and that, I was still talking to someone and I was telling the person that most times in the world of business, we say, or in the startup world, we say, there's a saying that you find a way to actually rent what you're meant to buy, find a way to get for free what you're meant to rent, and find a way to even get for free what you're meant to buy. So it's just saying that you can make something out of nothing. Yeah, so the excuse won't be, I don't have the resources, I don't have the money, but are you taking steps? Is it achievable? Is it realistic? So we have to look at...
This just made me remember what Pastor Bukumi Awushika mentioned. When she was going to start her furniture business, she said there was no money, but there were people. So she kind of like enjoyed the gift of men and were able to put things together to ensuring. And men, she's actually big on furniture now.
Exactly. Yeah, so you have to look at all of the resources. So it's not only in form of money. We see, okay, sorry that I'm bringing it back to the business world. Yeah, So we see startups, business owners, and all what they are looking for is funding. Oh, come and invest, fund it. But you are not looking at the aspect of human resources. You're not looking at the aspect of someone saying, oh, don't worry, okay, it's a tech startup. Probably I would handle the data for the period of this month. I'll give you a workspace for this period of time. All of these things. Or you want to host it, would sort for your hosting for this. So it might necessarily not come in money. Even it might be recommendations. Yeah, so it might be connecting you with the right plug. All of these things are what you have to look at. So look at the goal. be sure that first your goals are specific, they're even real, and you're taking plans. You've broken the goals down. So it's just like you have a big chunk and break it into bits and follow through, taking actions. Yeah.
Thank you
Well,
so
it
much.
seems like
Yemi.
all of you are kind of writing it down and stuff like that.
You're
But,
always controversial.
but I feel like for that person, don't be too pressured. You are doing well. Now you wonder, how am I doing well? The first is that you are specific. They said your goal is not specific. You said it was your goal. It means that it was specific. You knew it.
We never said that.
No. They started by saying you have to have a specific goal, right? Have a specific goal, write it down. This person is not complaining about the goal being specific. He's complaining about the weight of getting that goal resolved has been waiting on his mind. Sometimes we set goals. Everybody sets goals, right? And sometimes we meet up with opportunities that are for the now. You have to take it.
Yeah. Yes.
Are you getting me now?
Very true.
That one was not your part of your plan. You were not thinking of it, but it comes in, and you have to take it because it will go. If it goes, it's gone. Are you getting me now? So at that particular point in time, it also becomes part of your goal. Maybe the goal was to actually make more money, and out of making more money requires her to get into position that is higher than where she is. Now she is now in a director mode. What is lacking or causing the issue is, does she have that capacity to undo it? That's what she's claiming. She's crying out because she's discovering that it's taking her more. Now, one thing is you have to understand is that you have the capacity for almost everything once you can build your mind to that part. I think that's why we all came for programs and stuff like that, to be able to get our minds enlightened, to just expand the capacity of what we can carry. The more your mind is the more expand your mind can carry, the more it can carry those load that is associated to it. So I feel like what she needs right now is to be able to ensure that she knows that her mind can carry it. 1. 2, it might take outsourcing. It might take time management. Be ready to apply whatever it takes for you to at least get it down. I understand that the load is too much. You might actually have to get maybe your sister or brother to help you assist. More like a PA, stuff like that. Put them on a little payroll. Yeah. Oh, that I'll be paying for your data. I'll be doing that for you. Are you getting me now? So get that person to work with you because you are aiming at something. The truth is you have already gotten your goal. You are getting bigger. You are getting better. But now the strength to go there is what you lack. Build that strength. We all want to look fit, have six-pack and all that. But it doesn't start with the 6 push-ups, sit-back stuff and all the stuff. It starts with little walk, 30 minutes, come back home. That's all for the day. Don't tell me you are trying to do push-up. You'll faint. So are you understanding? Just build up gradually, and let your mind, let it be. It's big. Just expand it. Yes.
And let me just add to his point, and which is, don't be too hard on yourself.
Come on.
Don't be too hard on yourself. It is not bad to dream big, but gradual steps will certainly get you there. You're going to say something.
Yes, just I picked something from what you
From what you
said.
said.
So yeah, you mentioned the goal, right? You said the person wants to earn more. And I'm like, that goal is not specific, please.
That's what?
The goal is not specific enough.
I broke it
You
down.
want to earn more.
I broke it down by getting a promotion, right? To become a director.
Yeah.
That is more broke down. I mean, more breaking down. That's,
Specify the amount you want to.
you don't know what they pay directors. Okay, what do they pay directors of an MTN company? Do you know?
Just
You don't. So
I
just
don't want the MTN company, so you wouldn't know.
But that could be you also dreaming too big. I mean, you want to become a director and
From
then
where?
you are just a casual staff. I want to become a director by the end of December.
but she's not
How?
she's not complaining about the work of a director in a casual style apron. Are you getting now?
Yeah.
She's saying that she's already there, but the workload is
The
much.
workload
That's
is
the
quite
essence
much.
of the discussion. That's the essence of her cry.
Yeah.
That the workload is too much for her to bear. There are sometimes we think we can juggle 5 jobs. For those who work remotely, you feel like, okay, you want to make more dollars. And you feel like, okay, that means I can open like multiple accounts. I'm being realistic now. I can open like multiple accounts and run maybe like, let's say Fiverr course or something like Upwork or whatever. Let's use that as an example. You have multiple accounts where you have job offers in this place. And you feel like, okay, when you do them, it will earn you more money. Technically, yes, it will. But you also have to understand that it will require your time.
Definitely.
Let's say I use 2 hours to complete a 1,000 words
allocation.
article, and I'm given to write
that's
10,000 word
That's
article.
smart.
It means 2 hours plus those times. Outsourcing is what you need. break your tax down by outsourcing it to somebody else. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Joshua. If we go on and on and on and on today, I know that Faith will never agree with Joshua. She will never agree with Joshua. But, because of our time in the studio, I would say again, don't be pressured, don't put pressure on yourself. And for the first question that, was asked earlier, the lady who was being ghosted, don't be pressured as well. The time is going to come. There are so many Saturdays. In fact, they don't do weddings on Saturdays, not often again. So there are so many days. Yes. So don't be hard on yourself. Take out time to, check yourself, check what the problem is. If it is you, adjust. We have so many, mind-shifting programs going on. There is Light Camp. There is CCI Reboot Camp. There is Holy Ghost Congress, if I am right. Yeah, so there are so many of them going on right now, and you can, be a part of it. It will just help you. And for the person whose goal is crushing down on him, you can, be a part of these, programs as well. It will really help you shaping your mind and, let you know what to do in the coming year. All right, thank you so much, everyone. We've come to the end of this special edition of Trends. My name is Lewa O, and in the studio I have Joshua, I have Faith, and Temilolua. Thank you so much, guys, for coming. And I say this again, rather I'll say this again. Be a part of the community. Be a part of the community. You can be called upon at any time to feature on Trends, and I'm sure that you're going to love that. Thank you so much, guys. Till we come your way next time. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you.